I walked away. भावना, I walked away and that was my choice. इंडस्ट्री का कुछ लेना देना नहीं था. तो I was intrigued by भट्ट साहब. I had never thought about being a film actor or anything. Star तो दूर की बात. Whether I did a जुनून or whether I was liked with whichever films, फिर तेरी कहानी याद आई, सपने साथ जुड़. I could never reach those heights. I accept that. And of course, there was a huge change between the colleagues and me, between everybody and me. I've never needed a clutch.
Yeah.
Clutch. To get my point, I never needed. I never needed the approval of my people of the industry, as they say. They may get the opportunities. But how many of them, Bhavna, do we know? And I'm not wanting to waste my breath in taking them. They've not reached the heights of their parents.
So firstly, welcome to Pilpila, Rahul. Thank you so much for doing this. You had been a star. I mean, Aashiqui jaise hi release hui hai, we all know the kind of stardom you have enjoyed back then. But of course, people today do miss you in seeing you in Hindi cinema a lot. If I have to ask you why, क्यों ये दूरी क्यों है हिंदी सिनेमा से, या आपके तरफ से दूरी है या फिर इंडस्ट्री की तरफ से दूरी है, मुझे पहले तो ये जानना.
I walked away. Bhavna, I walked away and that was my choice. इंडस्ट्री का कुछ लेना देना नहीं था. Let me tell you, whether it's a privilege, whether it is a curse, I came into the industry not because I was seeking to be a star or an actor. I was fortunate कि मेरी माँ भट्ट साहब wanted to meet my mother because she was a very strong person. उनका article आया था in Savvy magazine. And Bhatt Sahab asked my mom, after seeing my pictures, ये लड़का काम करेगा कि नहीं करेगा. So I was intrigued by Bhatt Sahab. I had never thought about being a film actor or anything. Star तो दूर की बात. I came in, I met him. Within 5 minutes, he asked me to do the film. I got to know him during that course. I enjoyed knowing him. His equation and relationship with me was very different. We did the film. The film, despite everybody saying कि ये लंबे बाल वाला hero, deep कपड़े पहनता है, everything, didn't expect it to do well. 30 years down the line, I'm privileged to be part of a cult film. But you know, whilst doing these films, Bhavna, my entire life, I had a lot of girlfriends, of course, and you know, when I was having my relationships, I was there.
Yeah.
But you know, when you cross the threshold of 30, you know, it's inculcated in us कि you know कोई होना चाहिए life में, शादी करनी चाहिए. So I met a wonderful girl and I decided to get married. And you know, when I got married, I said, you know, you can, being an actor, it's very difficult. I applaud those that can, but it is very difficult that you can do cinema as well as do, you know, what you consider as your family responsibility.
Yeah.
Very difficult to do that because cinema takes a lot out of you.
True.
So when I got married in 2000, I said, "ठीक है, let's take a break. Let me, you know, do work. Let me work on my personal relationship."
Yeah.
Having said that, a lot of the films that I was also doing, Bhavna, at that time, they were not doing well. Not that I was not getting offers, because you see, once you established your toehold, irrespective, only thing is that the bigger banners might not come, but there was still intrigue of doing. But you know, my growth as an actor had stagnated. You know, you're doing the same role again, and in that time, you know, once everybody's perception is कि एक बारी इसकी ये image है, इसको यही करते रहो. So you know, there was a combination of a lot of things, no doubt.
Right. Yeah, that image has sort of stuck.
Yeah.
Even today, people are like even when I have to, I know when I have to write in a copy, or if I have to even introduce you, it will be the original Aashiqui boy.
That's fine. So what I thought that I would take a sabbatical for a year or two, that almost went up to 2 years. Then my wife at that time said that, you know, I don't want to stay in India. Can we shift somewhere? So I decided that we'll go to Australia. And, you know, once we've settled out there, then I'll keep pursuing my film career accordingly.
Right.
At that time, cinema had also changed. Corporates had come. the advent of agencies came. Agency
Hmm.
will handle everything. Agency will decide what food you will eat. Agency will decide who you will meet. Agency will
Huh.
decide.
Hmm.
And this was all very new for me, Bhavna, because I have always been
Your own person.
my own person, and yeah, agency works for me. I don't work for the agency.
Yeah.
वो मेरे कमाए से परसेंटेज लेते हैं, वो मेरी करियर नहीं बनाने वाले. So I sort of just stayed away. I was staying more in Australia. I tried to approach and meet a lot of people, but sadly enough, the dates couldn't match. Uh, they were all very new and gung ho that we want to
Yeah.
approach cinema like this. So which was fair enough. I realized that you can't stay away from Mumbai and pursue your dreams. It's very difficult. It's not possible.
Right.
So I continued doing that. In 2005, 2006, I was also in an insecure place, like, new generation, would they forget? So when I was approached to do Bigg Boss season 1, I did it. And I
You
did
set
that
the
because,
pace for everyone.
yeah. So I just thought, चलो ठीक है, देख लेते हैं. एक हफ्ता, 2 हफ्ता भी होगा, that's good enough because people will see you. There it was affirmed to me that there is an audience that would like to see me. That's the only time where, I felt that there's an audience. Unfortunately, my permanent residency came out. I had to spend a couple of, days, like 130 or 140 there and then come back. So us darmiyan, I couldn't do it. 2015, I came here. I stayed here. It took me a year and a half to meet people, reconnect with them and say, look, I'm looking to do something. And fortunately for me, Bhavna, because there was so much of work at the background and they probably assessed, I got about a couple of films which I'm really proud of, and it's taken us a long time to do it because these are not big banner films.
In retrospect, if I have to ask, do you regret taking that sabbatical in 2000? Maybe things would have been different if that wouldn't have happened.
Bhavna, kya hota different? Tell me. I'd be making shitloads of more money. I would have been amongst where my colleagues are or close to them. I'm not saying I would be at that level. Close. इससे ज़्यादा क्या होता? मेरा बैंक बैलेंस ही बढ़ जाता. Stardom की बात हुई तो globally everybody knows who I am. It's just that people give much more respect to the so-called bigger stars, my colleagues, and they've earned it. No doubt they've worked for it. I'm not doubting that. तो उससे ज़्यादा क्या होता? Everybody's journey is different. Everybody chooses their journey. I'm not the kind of person who regrets. I mean, you can reminisce and say, हाँ, अगर मैं वैसे करता रहता, I would continue doing film, irrespective whether they're a hit or a flop. I'd be in a much better position. I agree that. I accept that. But there's no need to regret because that part of the journey that has been there, those 9 years or whatever that I was away from cinema, 9, 10 years, that's also given me a lot of depth. It's changed me as a person, hopefully. And now the kind of films of mine that will come, hopefully that will show. And you won't believe it, I'm enjoying cinema so much more now.
Yeah.
I'm really enjoying it now.
But Rahul, tell me one thing. I mean, because it is said that, of course, with Aashiqui, you became like a star overnight, right? But उसके बाद काफी films की जो इतना नहीं, it did not work as per expectation. Did the treatment within the industry change? Because the treatment within the industry is also equivalent to your box office numbers at some point, right? Did you feel that change amongst your colleagues, amongst the people?
See, I'll take it like this, that of course, when I came out with Aashiqui, I was aware, and after that, whether I did a Junoon or whether I was liked with whichever films, Phir Teri Kahani Yaad Aaye, Sapne Saath Chulke, I could never reach those heights. I accept that. And of course, there was a huge change between the colleagues and me, between everybody and me. But Bhavna, that's to be expected. Na? Like when I came, only Bhatt Sahab had told me that Rahul, this journey is going to be a very lonely journey. No matter who is there from your family, whoever is there. So that I considered very, very seriously. And I am a very good observant of a lot of people. So I've seen a lot of actors, my seniors, who've been through that, been abandoned. But I've always been a kind of person that I've never needed a clutch.
Yeah.
Clutch. To get my point, I never needed. I never needed the approval of my colleagues. I don't seek their approval, and I'm sure they don't seek my approval. I've met up with a lot of them. It's not like I've not talked. Bhai, if something is there, good. I'd like to do the film with you. If not, no worries. See, in my thing is that whether my film is a small film or whatever, I'm still playing the protagonist. If I'm part of a huge setup, but your role is like you blink and it is gone, why would I do something like that? I would not be interested in doing something like that. I'd love to work with them. I'm nowhere a threat to anybody. Right? If you think I'm worthy enough to do the work, fine. If not, I will not even waste my breath further beyond. Not out of ego, not out of arrogance. I understand that. That's okay.
But did you have any? I remember I was talking to Anu ma'am just recently, and she mentioned how when she did Khalnayaka, and because she was an outsider from the industry, somehow she did not get her due at an award function wherein her role was categorized under supporting role, and she had gone home crying. I mean, she had had a worse time at that point because she just wondered that why me? I mean, I'm the lead in the film, and yet this is the treatment that I'm getting. Did you also face any such treatment from within the industry?
Bhavna, I love it and I thrive on being the underdog. Because when you're an underdog, if you just focus on your craft and your work, it's always good to surprise and bring the so-called whatever powers may be with the Janta's verdict to bring them down. Okay? This kind of an outsider tag is not relevant only to our industry. It's much more. It comes out much more, but it's there in every business. It's there.
Yeah.
For the number of people who get the opportunities, I'm saying, who are part of the industry, जो मैं कहता हूँ कोई और भी बिजनेस में होगा तो उसको भी उतने ही, उसने अगर 50 करोड़ का भी नुकसान कर दिया तो बाप तो कभी उसको निकालेगा नहीं घर से. So of course these people of the industry, as they say, they may get the opportunities. But how many of them, Bhavna, do we know? And I'm not wanting to waste my breath in taking them. They've not reached the heights of their parents. They are in fact nowhere close. Eventually your craft, eventually whether you are liked, is eventually again going to be with the industry. And no amount of, I have 20 million followers and all. We all know how those followers come and everything comes.
Yeah.
That's a game which is really stupid. That's not going to show who your popularity is. Even if I do something wrong, I'm not going to be spared. Doesn't matter whether I've had an Aashiqui or I continue.
Yeah.
So, it doesn't really matter anymore.
But did you have those moments back then? Of course, today you are an evolved person. You see things differently.
I probably thought about it fleetingly, but Bhavna, I didn't give it much importance or relevance. Because to me, I always had producers coming to make films with me, even if I was not like the Khans or anything else. That's okay. Whatever I've got, I've tried to make the most out of it. Eventually, it's going to be the audience that's going to decide. I never went through those bouts or phases because you've got to remember in 11 days, I signed 49 films. I returned 21 people's money back because I couldn't shoot. 6-7 साल का तो काम already मेरे हाथ में था.
This was after Aashiqui.
Yeah, after Aashiqui. So I never went through that. And even today, label me which way you want. I really don't care about all that. My only focus and I enjoy is मुझे काम मिल रहा है, मैं इस काम को किस लेवल पे मैं लेके जाने की कोशिश करूं. Don't seek the approval from people who don't matter. Let them, they have their own struggles, they have their own thing, let them do it. You enjoy your cinema, you do it. There are plenty of people who want to work with good people, good actors. Yes, the struggle is that much more. But whoever told you that coming into this industry is going to be easy? It was never going to be easy. So that's unfortunately the case, I mean, that's the way I function.
That's a very good outlook, but it is also मतलब मैं जब सोच रही हूँ तो मुझे ये लग रहा है कि how did you manage to keep yourself away from all this, because somewhere it does hit you, right, when everyone around you is only talking about the number game, everyone around you is only trying to show कि अरे तू ये बन सकता था.
बहुत सिंपल एनालॉजी देता हूँ आपको, ठीक है? We are flying from Mumbai to London, correct? Superstars are sitting in first class. Perhaps a star like me sitting in economy class, correct? Do we reach the destination at the same time? That same plane,
Right.
at the same
Right.
time. अब तुम्हारे और मेरे में क्या फर्क है? खाना तुमने खाया, तुमने बस इलेबोरेटली चीज में खाया हुआ है, मैंने नॉर्मल ट्रे में खाया है, ठीक है? How much of that makes a difference, you tell me? तुम जब गिरोगे फर्स्ट क्लास से इकोनॉमी में, तुमको तकलीफ होगी. मैं तो सिर्फ ऊपर जा सकता हूँ, इससे नीचे क्या कार्गो में जाऊंगा मैं? उसके लिए भी तैयार हूं मैं. I am just saying, you got to decide for yourself what is relevant.
Right.
If you are coming into this industry to beat the number one star, see, people are very, very this thing, you know, my passion, your passion is all for the wrong reasons. Have the passion for your craft, have the passion for acting, know yourself not to undervalue yourself, understand what your value is and continue to grow. Everything else is just the perks. Superstardom is a perk.
Yeah.
Getting crores of money is a perk because people want to pay you to watch you. Some people are born privileged and have the right fame. Some people need to work, but that is the dastoor for thousands of years for anything. How long you are going to remain relevant is actually going to depend on the kind of work you are going to do, not because of your status.
In the initial part of the conversation, you mentioned that there was a brief period where you felt a little insecure when you were coming back, कि लोग मुझे अब देखना चाहेंगे कि नहीं देखना चाहेंगे, and that's when you decided to do Bigg Boss. What was that? I'm sure you must have spoken about the experience back then also, but in looking back today, Bigg Boss is like, मतलब हर कोई, when you started off, it was not a medium for people. It was a different medium. I mean, it was more entertaining than chaos, which it is today. आज तो मतलब Bigg Boss का मतलब ही chaos है.
See, when we did the first season, Bhavna, the greatest thing about it is channel was another channel, didn't know what to do. Production house, Endemol, didn't know what to expect. Contestants didn't know what to expect. How will they be liked, not liked? I guess even the audiences didn't know. So I remember that when we went there, within the first 1 or 2 days, me, Ravi Kishan, and a lot of us, all the contestants, we used to try and tell to each other that, look, seems like a great platform. Everybody is going to be doing it. Let's remember that we are part of an industry. People expect something from us. So let's try and obviously be honest. No need to hide. You know, whatever you want to stand for is your individual situation. But when you are doing anything, also remember that a lot of people look up to us, so let us not bring it down to that dirty level.
Yeah.
I mean, we can all go there, but why should we go there? We work so hard to get here. Why do we want to go back there?
And the image that you portray there stays. I mean, you know, whether we believe it or not, people do have that in the back of their mind. But आज के जो seasons आ रहे हैं, latest seasons, उसमें क्या हो गया? People feel कि ये 3 महीने है, ये 3 महीने में जितना दिखा सके दिखा देते हैं, क्योंकि this is the end of it. मतलब
I was accused so many times कि ये तो कुछ करता ही नहीं है, silently घूमता रहता है वगैरह. I said, but मेरा जब झगड़ा ही नहीं है किसी के साथ, तो मैं क्यों फालतू में झगड़ा करने वाला हूँ? For what? मेरा है ही नहीं. If you will come shouting at me and say that you are the greatest and you are the best, I'll say, हाँ चल, you are the greatest, you are the best. My funda in life, Bhavna, is you're telling me something is not going to make a difference. You're telling me and putting a label on me is not going to make any difference to me. It's never made it. It will never make. So your labeling is irrelevant to me. Janta, whoever is there will see. They will see. They'll know which one is doing drama, which one is not doing drama.
Slightly touching upon your personal life here, I wanted to ask that, when you decided to get married, कितने लड़कियों का दिल आपने तोड़ा है, उस वक्त इंडस्ट्री में कैसा वो था? Because obviously you were seen as the golden boy, that the chocolate boy at that point.
See, even though I came from a divorced background, like my parents were divorced, yeah, ख्वाब होती है ना that you should settle down. To me, honestly, marriage is a piece of paper. But giving respect to the woman, I said, when I'm wanting to live with you, do everything with you, I don't mind that piece of paper. To me, it doesn't matter. It's important to you, so that's great.
Yeah.
So I wanted to get married. All these other things, like I told you, what you mentioned, people think. I've never given a damn about what people think. Never. I was never brought up like that. I've never been brought up to give anybody that kind of value. It doesn't matter. It's your personal choice. I will date, I will love, the person I like. What makes my heart skip. Not where people think nahi tumhari aise. I have never been that way. Never be that way. I don't believe that. No, I never really thought. I love somebody, I wanted to get married to her. Because to me, when I'm in love with somebody, only that person remains in focus. Everybody else is irrelevant.
Right.
Their parts in life is different. They're there with whichever way I'm associated with them. But I'm not out here to make them happy with my choice. That's my choice.
Right.
Unfortunately, it didn't go well over a period of time. So we gave each other the respect. we divorced. I'm not in touch with my ex because I firmly believe that when you leave that path, there's no point keep going back.
Yeah.
Each one has their own. I don't. But there is that respect. I mean, if I get a call from her, if I call, I'm sure the response is there because we've done things in a respectful way.
Yes.
All right.
Thank you.
Take care.
Thank you. Bye.